Too long. Hello and welcome, I guess.
Yeah, welcome to another, I guess. I've just been putting it under the Griffins and Gargoyles thing, so I guess we'll just put it under that too, because it revolves around gaming and whatever stupid podcast that we have.
Yeah, that's not gonna make a fucking messy, compilation of, not a compilation, what am I thinking? Playlist.
Yeah.
Riverdale. Just some stupid shit. Some other stupid shit.
And then Riverdale.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we watched Fear Street, but we're not gonna talk about that.
No, we literally just watched that, so no, we're not gonna talk about that. We're talking about actually a good movie.
Yeah, Sharknado 7, Electric Boogaloo's Up the Wazoo.
The Sharknadiest. No, but yeah, the reason why we're playing in the background, Injustice, Gods Among Us. Yes, I forgot the name.
It's been a long time.
Because it's DC related, and this is the only DC game I have. We're talking about Suicide Squad, and then the only, because I kind of want to talk about, I kind of want to play games in the background that have somewhat a little bit of relevance.
Oh, that's why when you're doing Griffins and Gargoyles for Riverdale, you're doing Fall Guy.
Yeah.
Because none of it made sense. There's no story whatsoever.
Basically. Just a bunch of big jelly beans falling on the ground or whatever.
And fucking, but...
Yeah. And that's why for Marvel, we do the Marvel Lego thing or whatever. Because I guess that's Marvel. It counts.
Yeah, Marvel, same difference, Right?
But yeah, we saw Suicide Squad. We saw it last week though.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can somehow remember.
We were technically supposed to do it last week, this podcast, but we did Cuphead. For the viewer's choice, it's your fault. We blame you.
Yeah, I blame you. No more Funhouse for a month.
Not you in the corner over there looking at the computer. I mean you, right there. Right you, John Smith. Right there. Yeah, you better think about what you're doing, John Smith. That one John Smith's gonna be like, oh, fuck, what did I do?
How'd they know? He just takes his hand off his dick. Holy shit.
How did they know?
But yeah, we saw, we were talking about the good Suicide Squad.
The newest one, which is surprisingly, I think by both of us saying this, is good.
Yeah.
Compared to other DC movies, it's very good.
Yeah, it is really good. I definitely had lower expectations
coming into it.
Yeah, because I'm like it's DC for one.
It's DC movies for one.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's DC movies for a second.
That too.
And third of all,
it's DC.
No, it's the Suicide Squad, which did super poorly, I think, in the box office, I think?
Yeah. Or are you talking about
the old
right
one?
The old one, yeah.
Yeah, the new one's way better, but...
I think it actually did decently. It made millions still.
Yeah, but at the same time, it was a DC movie back when they were shit.
Yeah. But yeah, definitely based off of just the original Suicide Squad anyway, the 2016 one, where it's just... Yeah, that movie's nowhere, not even close. These are two different fucking movies. It is so crazy.
It's very different. If you've seen the first Suicide Squad and you're worried about the second Suicide Squad being the same thing, do not worry. Mm-hmm. Some of the characters have technically returned, like Harley Quinn, the blonde, blue-eyed guy, Aryan guy from the first one.
Captain Boomerang.
Captain Boomerang's over there.
Oh, right, yeah, and the guard, I forgot his name.
And the one random white dude.
Yeah. I forgot his name, but I was did he have an accent in the first one? Because
I don't know, but...
Because I watched this wait, he has a southern accent, I guess, in this one?
So we're going to do, I guess, non-spoilers first.
Yeah. A little bit.
I mean,
yeah, it's basically...
If you've seen the TV, I guess the trailers, you've seen some of the characters.
Yeah.
But we're going to keep it very neutral in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, skip to the time code below.
No, that's too much effort for me.
Skip to the time point below.
Just puts random time.
666, 66.
We're talking about blood holes or something. This is anything to do with anything. But yeah,
and that's why I bleached assholes. And that's the point it's going to skip to.
That's why I like licking bleach assholes. But like we said, it's basically, it is actually really good.
Yeah,
It's a lot better than the first one.
It's almost like a sequel, I want to say.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm still really not too sure about.
But at the same time, it's not.
Yeah. Because, like, is it a soft reboot? Is it not? Because there are references
to the original one, but at the same time, they do stuff in the film that makes it seem not like the...
Yeah, and then you're kind of like, oh, okay.
So, I guess you can come into it without knowing anything, really.
Yeah. Like, you really don't have to watch the first one, which is good.
Yeah.
Why is Ares fighting?
Because Superman cannot defend against magical shit.
Right.
Which technically the gods are.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, like... I mean, the plot wasn't, like, anything amazing, but, like...
No.
It was really good, like...
But compared to all the other DC movies that we've seen so far...
Yeah,
imagine watching the original Superman versus Batman or the original Justice League cut.
Yeah.
And basically going from that to this movie, it's 1,000 times better.
Yeah. No, it's a lot.
So it's very much like we experienced it through, oh man, DC movies suck, and came into this going, that's what we think.
Yeah.
And then it became really good. So,
well,
come in with what you will. It's either going to be much better than what we've been seeing so far, or just kind of okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say that, like, all DC ones are bad, but it is definitely a lot more hit or miss compared to, like, Marvel, which is, like, every single one is actually pretty good.
That, like, they're not just good, they're slightly better than the last one.
Yeah.
Like,
they're all, like...
It's not like imagine seeing Iron Man nowadays, it kind of blows, but seeing, like, Black Widow now is like, holy fuck, that's good.
Yeah, that's true.
After I check out,
because it, like, upgrades over time and whatever. Yeah. And then there's, like, DC where it's just... Yeah, it's just hit or miss. It's like, oh, Wonder Woman 1 was good, but then, oh, Wonder Woman 2, ooh.
Yeah. Aquaman was, eh.
Yeah. I mean,
Batman, Superman, oh.
Yeah, you're like, oh, what the fuck? And then, what are the other ones? Like Shazam, you're like, oh, it's actually, okay, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then it's like, yeah, like Justice League, oh, fuck. What the hell is this shit?
He did
like,
the real trap.
Like, this, yeah, it's just, it's so good. It takes, like,
He's behind us.
like, the characters are good. You actually understand why people are doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, and their motives and shit, and like, they
actually have motives.
Yeah, and there actually is like emotion and shit from
characters
compared to the first one where you're like, oh, like why are people doing this? And
I guess they
like,
just
why do I care?
have stuff in their head. But.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, should we do a quick review of the?
I mean,
the 2016 one, just like a speed run through it.
I mean, I feel like we should talk about maybe, not a review of what happened in the old movie, but kind of like the...
Well, not like a review, just be like, oh, this is what happened, how bad it is. So I'm not sure if the audio is
too
loud.
I don't know if the audio is going to come through, but who knows.
No, I meant like from the actual game, but you can maybe turn down their audio if you want, so it's fine.
I mean, I don't know how to do that right now.
Options, you can like pause it.
Oh, okay. I don't want to do the main menu.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know, like, yeah, do you want to just quickly go through it or no?
I mean, you don't really have to know what happened in that whole one.
No, I'm not saying...
We're not going to, like, if we want to recap it, bad guys have to do good things so that they get less prison sentence.
Yeah. Which is basically... Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, whatever. I have that metal bar still, so...
You have, like, a lot more health. But yeah, it's basically similar to this one. they have to get like a Suicide Squad together
to stop
this world-ending
event.
Which is, but in that one, it's sort of like, okay, but where's... I mean, I guess you could say the same thing, but it's sort of like, where's the Justice League, Superman, and Batman, what are they doing?
Like, there's so much that they have to do that it's kind of like... I think what the whole premise of the Suicide Squad is in the comics and everywhere else, it's like, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are fucking doing so much other shit right now that if this thing does go off without their help, then we're all fucked. So we just have to send people in, kind of thing.
Right, that's true. And maybe it's like they don't, in the second one, like they don't know because it's sort of like a secret ops type thing. Mm-hmm. As opposed to the other one where they're just right in the middle of the city, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're fucking doing, I don't know. This is so fucking, like, none of the characters make sense. There's that one funny part where the fucking native guy, like, just fucking dies. And you're like, what the fuck? Just to prove that. Just to prove that.
In the first movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Thunder of the Gods.
Again, in the first movie, it was like, there's the character you have no clue about that just gets killed because they need to show that these things work.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like,
Four slobs of clean
the villain doesn't make sense or even have, like, a thing. Like, you're just kind of like, okay, I don't really care.
Yeah, none of the characters you care really about.
Yeah.
They have plot points, but they don't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
And they don't really do much.
And the villain is just like, okay, it's just sort of like, I mean, I guess I understand what they're doing, but then it's just like, okay, I don't...
2 minutes to break your encryption.
Care.
Yeah. Like, I don't really care what's happening. It's just sort of like the evil for the sake of being evil type of thing.
Here, you want to play well?
Sure.
Like, we do round after round kind of thing? I don't think... Okay.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see if I can change the volume of the thing.
So in the first one, it was basically villains saving the world because if they didn't, the whole world was fucked.
Yeah, there's the Enchantress or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Really, it's just faceless villain number 52 or whatever.
Yeah. It was just very stupidly complicated for no reason.
Yeah. And then, but I love the part where she's just belly dancing for no reason. That was cool. There's that. Yeah, none of the other characters either made sense. You're like, okay, I don't literally care about any one of these.
Yeah, and they saved the world in the end.
Yeah.
So that's basically Suicide Squad that we didn't really need to go over.
Yeah, well, just not, I don't know, because the first one was kind of dumb, but it's kind of funny to go over it.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like if people are coming to watch the new Suicide Squad with this...
Yeah, but that also, it happens to have the same name.
Yeah, I'm just...
And it's
like... It's up to you, man. It's your channel. I don't want to fucking...
But I mean, it makes sense. Like, it's the same DC, it's the same name, almost the same characters.
Yeah.
It makes sense that you're going to compare them because it's... Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of dumb shit that the characters do because they're evil and they're not really good.
Yeah. And it's just like, okay. I don't know. It's silly. And there's a lot of things that just the second one does right.
Yeah.
Where the first... Like,
characters have character, plot has plot.
The villain actually is kind of like, oh shit.
Yeah, there's actual, like, evilness, but also, like, oh man, that's kind of, like, I guess, shit that we understand.
Yeah, because there's even one part, there's one line that the fucking
Bane,
enemy, or the big villain in the end says, and it actually is, it's more emotion than the entire movie of fucking Enchantress.
The first one, yeah.
Which is crazy, because he literally just says, well, I guess he says multiple lines, but there's just one line at the end.
Oh, what?
No?
Oh, I guess you don't want to use the minigames and shit?
No, but, like, I don't want to use the touchpad for it, I guess.
Same. So, I mean, that's technically the first movie?
Yeah. Which is like, I'm still like, I don't know. Oh, okay.
You have to press the right button.
I know, I didn't realize I would completely miss if I pressed the wrong button. But yeah, like I said to you, I don't know if like that is...
Damn you!
I'm not sure if it's actually like a direct sequel or if it's a soft reboot, because there are references to it there are... Girlfriend died, I think.
Time
No, I
to
think
teach
you have to fight now.
So it's a little bit confusing in that way, but it doesn't really matter too much at the end of the day. There's not like a lot of references.
Yeah, it's not a lot, and there's not too much that you would miss if you watch the first one.
Yeah, like you really don't need to watch it.
I mean, they basically explain everything in this new one.
Yeah, which is cool. Yeah, plot, characters makes sense. They're actually good. They actually have emotions. And...
Villain actually either is a villain or kind of even the pseudo villain in this.
Yeah.
Actually has there's also outcomes for that kind of thing.
And there's actually like twists and turns, which I mean,
and
you
there's
kind of
things
don't
that
expect
are like
that much.
Yeah, there's unexpected things that happen that you're like, oh shit, they actually did that.
Yeah.
You're sweating.
And it's like, ooh, actually, that's kind of cool. Yeah, dude. What else?
I think that's kind of it, unless we go into the non-spoiler territory kind of thing.
Yeah.
So again,
dialogue's pretty good. There was a couple things where I felt like it kind of went on a little bit too long.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple jokes and just like, okay, like I get it. And like, you know, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in the spoiler one. Yeah. But again, we're just trying to give you kind of an overview of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, character. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know.
So
the direction was pretty good.
Yeah, everything seemed very good for this new one.
The songs, choices, and everything.
I guess. It wasn't kind of like cool punk songs of the late / nowadays.
Well, it was it 21 Pilots or whatever in the first one?
I don't know, but I feel like the songs in this either made enough sense or they were just kind of so in the background that I didn't care about them, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's it for the non-spoilers. I would definitely recommend.
Is that the non-spoilers? I thought we were just recapping.
Gave him a nuke.
What do you mean?
The old movie.
Oh,
like the new movie. I guess you can basically say shit happens and people have to go in to save them.
He was done.
Yeah.
This is
Well, I mean, yeah. Unless you want to talk more about it.
No,
I
think that's pretty much it.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I definitely would recommend
watch
this because it is actually really, really good.
Pause the movie. Go.
Pause the movie.
Go. You got 2 fights. I only did one.
Oh yeah, but here I just want to pause it here, see if you can change. No, fuck. All right, doesn't matter. I'll stop asking.
They have the subtitles. They don't care.
Go.
That's true. No, I was gonna turn it down so it wasn't too loud and like that thing, but it doesn't matter. You just hit his bitch. But yeah,
so we're gonna come in with spoilers.
Yep.
Pause now. Go see the movie.
Too bad for you.
We're not sponsored by them, but
yeah.
So jumpy.
go watch it because
definitely would recommend you watch it.
Because if you watch good movies are produced. If you watch bad movies all the time, bad movies are produced.
Yeah, like this is if you want, we want more DC movies like this.
Yeah, that are good, funny, have character development and everything.
So we want to obviously fund that. So hopefully the producers can be like, okay, yeah, we'll make more of these.
Yeah,
because these are what people want. Because right now, unfortunately, of course, it's during COVID.
Yes.
So.
Oh, you said the C word. Now we're gonna definitely be demonetized.
Yeah,
fuck. And now I don't get a paycheck.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, because of that, it's kind of like taking a hit. Or all movies right now are taking a hit in the box office. So hopefully they don't take that as oh, people don't want this.
Yeah.
Hopefully people actually do want it. But yeah, like I said, that's it for the non-spoilers. We're going to get into spoilers right now. The spoilers.
So again, pause the movie. We'll wait.
What the hell's the
So,
matter with this
how was
thing?
your day? You know?
It was good.
Did you?
I wanked off for the second time.
Yeah, that must be
Metropolis.
nice. Yeah. Okay, you watched the movie now.
in the 5 seconds they watch.
So now we are going to talk about the spoiler stuff.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched the movie or don't care, here we go.
There's Staryu from Pokemon is in it.
Holy shit! What?
Yeah.
I guess we are just starting off with spoilers.
Well, yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, like I said, it's a really good movie. It basically picks up.
Kind of. Well.
Basically, it starts off super quickly. I'm glad that they did that.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't start off with. Like, it starts off with kind of like, oh, this is kind of the mission. These are your group members.
Yeah. Well, you're basically just right into it. It's just like Idris Elba, and they're like.
Well, not even that. It's the original, original kind of squad with a couple of different members.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, oh, they're gonna do this, and they're gonna get through. Fuck.
There's not Idris Elba. What his name is?
The white dude.
Yeah. He's in a lot of these action movies. I forget what his name is, but he's very like a famous guy, right?
Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah. And then he's like, but like it literally just starts right off, and she's like, okay, we're getting you, and then we're suiting up, and then these are squad mates, and I'm like, oh, I like that compared to, what was the one in, the first one where like, I felt like it was really long and drawn out until they were all like a team and they're all like squatting up or whatever. This one just goes, just right into it.
Balls to the walls almost.
You're like, alright, this is your team, alright, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck's happening? It's almost like a little bit too quick. You're like, okay, well, what's happening? What's the mission?
And suddenly, and then you basically go on the mission with them. And it's kind of like, okay.
And that main white guy is basically the audience's, what's the word? Surrogate? I don't know if that's the right word.
I'll be fine
like he's sort of the place of you guys, of the audience.
Surrogate almost.
Yeah. I can't even die to tell the joke.
Listen, he's actually much harder than the other guys I've been facing so far.
You mean the one other guy you faced?
Yes. Plus, I'm just randomly putting buttons in because that's my playstyle.
I mean, that's my playstyle too. I don't actually know what I'm doing. I'm just hitting random buttons over and over again. But yeah, so you go into like a helicarrier. They're all flying, and there's like.
Well, you start off with this
10, 20 of them?
this one dude that seems to be good with like balls. I want to say, like fucking throwing balls to kill things.
Oh right, yeah, that's the main guy. The one
that's the guy that you start off with. This old white dude that can do stuff, and it's kind of like, okay. I didn't see him in the trailers, but sure.
Yeah. He just fucking throws a ball, like,
and kills
kill a bird. Like, that's, and uses it to bounce like 20 feet in the air. And then I guess they're...
And then they basically show him his group members, which are kind of,
It's just a bunch of different fucking...
people.
Yeah, there's something the same. There's Harley Quinn, there's the Boomerang guy.
There's a couple new guys though. The Weasel. There's
Pete Davidson. I don't know what
the detachable kid. There's the javelin dude.
Right.
There's the one white dude that is in all movies.
There's the southern guy who was there in the first one as well. He's working for Amanda though. I forgot his name, but he's got a southern accent. And then there's fucking like an actual like mutant weasel thing.
Yeah.
That they're like, what did he do? And it's like
he just ate a bunch of kids.
He killed like 27 children or some shit. I was like, what the fuck? That's fucking dark as shit. And then like, so he's all like, this is my team. They're like, yeah. And it's like, okay, what the fuck?
So then they parachuted in.
Yeah.
And, of course, and it's one of the funny parts because the weasel can't swim. Like, out of all the things that they checked for, it's like, yeah, this guy can't fucking do shit.
Well, I think that's like one of the ongoing jokes is that they didn't really like prepare beforehand. Because like, yeah, that was hilarious. Like that was one of the funniest.
Now
like,
stay down.
As soon as that happened, I was like, oh, it's gonna be that kind of movie.
This is gonna be that movie, yeah.
Because they come in off the helicarrier, they all drop into the water.
Off into the water, like not even like 10 feet from shore, maybe like No, like 10 feet from shore.
Yeah.
Not that deep water.
Yeah.
Guy drowns to death.
The weasel like jumps in the water and it's just like it's flailing and they're like, wait, does he not know how to swim?
and it's not like you hear it from the comms. No, they go back to Amanda Waller and her crew, which actually are funny because they're like placing bets on who's going to survive and die.
Oh yeah. They're like he's gonna die before that one. And that one is gonna
live.
Yeah. It's
So-
kind of like a what was it called? A Deadpool, I guess.
Yeah, like a Deadpool.
Yeah.
But not with that movie
Yeah.
or character.
It's so funny. And,
So
but yeah, like it's funny too because that comes in a couple times too where Amanda Waller is the main head or office, I guess, right? But then
she's
there's
the main office kind of clerk.
yeah, she's the leader, right? But then there's all her I guess subordinates, but they're basically like pencil pusher
Yeah, they're
type
just,
office workers.
they're the dudes that have been in the office so long that their seats have little butt indentations of their ass.
I'm an
So they've been there for a long time.
Yeah. So basically, you drop off.
They get this Suicide Squad with Harley Quinn and the white
sort of.
generic dude get dropped in, and immediately the one dude that
We may have jumped
who's the guy that
It's Pete Davidson.
is it Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Davidson basically goes, yeah, I basically sold everyone out
Yeah.
to this government.
He's basically like, come out, guys.
Yeah, I know you're here. They're right over there. We can do our deal, kind of shit.
Yeah.
And immediately gets shot in the face,
Just
dead.
I was like, oh shit.
And it's like, oh fuck, this. And then you realize it's that movie,
yeah.
not when the weasel died. It's that movie when it becomes that guy's
Yeah.
death because the whole beach that they film on gets fucking getting shot up and
Yeah.
everything.
It's hilarious too
And-
because the weasel too,
Well, at least that has a
he
chance.
dies, but he brings him up onto
I'll be
shore.
back ASAP.
Well,
Just drags him up.
the guy that we saw before, the white-haired bouncy ball dude,
Yeah.
brings him up from the shore
Where'd you
to
say the
possibly
battery
save
was?
him, but doesn't do anything to save him.
Yeah, it doesn't do any like chest things. He just goes. He's fucking dead.
Yeah,
And then the guy Pete Davidson gets shot, and then it immediately just turns to shit. And then you see all these like lights come up, and then all these people with guns that start shooting. And
Helicopters and stuff.
I was like, holy fuck, what the hell is happening?
but I think the next person to die is the Gamora.
Oh yeah.
It's not Gamora, but it's what's her face? It's
Re-educated in your
if you know DC Comics, it's the guy that runs the
Is it a guy or girl?
it's a girl, but there's a guy that runs a international like intergalactic kind of fight kit thing.
with that.
And it's like starts with a G, and I don't remember it, so fuck all you if you do. But it's like the girl version of that, and she's an alien, of course, but they don't know that, and they're like, oh, we're basing bets if she's an alien or not.
Yeah,
But basically, she starts like trying to smack the helicopter down, and she grabs a hold of it and starts
Stand
like
down.
crashes
You're
it
done
into
here.
the ground, but the blade runs into Captain Boomerang, killing him instantly.
right. The Kevin Boomerang dies that way. They kill a whole bunch of.
He just gets killed off, like a character you know from the last one just gets
throughout the whole thing just fucking dies. And then the helicopter thing like just completely destroys.
him, and then
It destroys quite a few people, but then also a bunch of the enemies.
it kills the G woman, who I
Yeah,
can't remember the name of, but
Yeah.
someone will.
there's like Starfire,
Yeah, Starfire,
then-
but without like the Starfire
Yeah.
abilities, kind of thing.
but then also it kind of looks like what's that guy from Mortal Kombat, the forearm guy?
Goro or
Yeah,
something.
Goro. Kind of looks like that a little bit. But yeah, and then there are some other people. I forgot. There's some people that died too. But I forgot how they died.
But
exactly.
she dies because the helicopter lands on her and she starts burning. And it's hilarious.
She's like, ah, fuck.
It's very much like
dying.
Yeah, it's very much the oh shit, I did something fucking stupid,
Yeah.
and I died kind of.
Why
thing.
did I do that? Stupid. Yeah, exactly.
And then I think the next person who
I
died
think,
is
I think the helicopter. Because it looks like Harley Quinn dies too at one point.
no,
but
you kind of know she doesn't die.
No, I know. We know.
No, you know.
No, I know. You know when you watch it.
No, not when you watch it. You know when you like. It doesn't go after her at all. It's not like, oh, surprise, she's alive kind of thing.
There is one part where it looks like she gets hit by, or she's like, I noticed it because I think they wanted to make you think that she died, but then also you saw the trailer and you're like, oh, she's at the end, and obviously it's Harley Quinn.
No, that's definitely not it. Come on.
No, because she was under like a sand, like a molehill.
We'll get to that, okay?
And then like a thing hits the, and like it looks like it hits her.
So basically, after that, the next person who legit dies, I think, is the spear dude.
Yeah, I think so. I can't remember.
Because he stands up and gets shot. No. Who dies first is the next person who dies is K what? K detachable.
Now who's
this
yeah, detachable.
Who has the hilarious superpower to detach his arms to go up and attack people. But of course they make it so hilarious that it's not like attacking people, it's more like sissy hands fucking slap kind of thing.
He just goes up and like slaps the dude in the face and it just like kind of just it's more of just an annoyance.
Yeah, and then they shoot his arms and fucking kill him.
yeah, they're shooting his arms and he's like, oh fuck, and he's just standing right in the open. Oh fuck, he's dying. And he just dies.
And then I think it is then that one dude that I was talking about.
Yeah, the javelin guy. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he gets hit and then Harley Quinn goes over to him.
Yeah, he's been like he was about to like fucking shoot throw the javelin, but of course before he can do that, he gets shot up the hill. And then after that, Harley Quinn gets captured and the Flynn Rider gets captured by what looks to be the bad people of the island that they're fucking going to basically go depose kind of thing.
You assume it's the same people that captured Harley Quinn, and you're like, oh, okay.
But we'll find out later what happens to them.
Yeah. So it's just like immediately everyone dies, and then main guy.
And then it switches back to this other group.
No. It switches to the main guy in the beginning, the old guy.
It switches back to the other group, because the other group seems to be appears on the land from the ocean. They're like, we hear gunfire across the way. What's happening over there? And it's like, it's just a distraction, guys. Don't worry about it.
Right.
And then it goes back in time to basically go, yes, this is the actual team.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying before that, it goes to the old guy. It
goes to the old guy that throws the bomb, and instead of dealing with all that shit,
he's watching from the shore, like basically where the ocean is, and he's just like, what the fuck? And he just gets cold feet.
And he's just like, nah, I'm not dealing with this shit, and starts running away. And of course, it does the whole Amanda Waller thing of blowing him up.
Yeah, she's basically like, don't fucking run away, and like she blows up the head thing.
And then the real Suicide Squad appears.
And then it cuts, and they're like, what the fuck is that?
And then the credits start to roll not credits roll like ending, but credits roll beginning of like, this is the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, they're like actual Suicide Squad.
But it's like the morning after of everyone being dead on the beach thing.
And you're kind of like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of cool. So that makes sense. You'd send more than one Suicide Squad.
Yeah, more than one group kind of thing.
Yeah. I saw some, I don't know if it was rumors, but some people were speculating because of the first movie that Harley Quinn and that squad kind of dissed Amanda Waller a little bit, that she put them there to die.
Yeah.
As a distraction as was in the other group.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll match buttons to stop Sinestro.
You amuse me, George.
I gotta match him with. Oh,
you fucked up. Now you gotta fight. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, he's dead.
So let's see. After that, the credits roll. You go back in time to figure out what this next Suicide Squad. And of course, they can't get Will Smith back again. But
well, I mean, they probably could
get Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Or as
you just Alba?
Sure.
You just
as I'm going to call him for the rest of the show, Bloodsport.
Yeah.
That's his character in this.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny because it basically is the same character.
It's basically Deadshot, but slightly different.
Yeah. It's the same kind of like dude who's kind of like
I'm good at like shooting people from far away.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good at shooting basically, and then. And then he's also sort of supposed to be the leader, and then also has like a family member that he kind of, because I think that happened in the first one too.
Yeah, so basically Amanda Waller's like, I need you for the Suicide Squad, and he's like, nah, bitch, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you sure about that? And basically he gets a phone call from like a visit from his daughter, because of course his daughter is like troublesome because she follows along her dad's ideology kind of bit of do crime kind of thing.
Yeah.
And again, he's like, oh fuck, I can't believe you're gonna fucking arrest her and put her in jail here with superpowered people who are just gonna fucking tear her apart.
Right.
And he's like, fine, I'll do it if you fucking promise me you won't do that.
Yeah.
And of course, the people who are underneath Amanda Waller are like, wait, you're not gonna actually do that, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes, you gotta kill this, ruin this one innocent.
You have to save the world if it means fucking destroying one person's life.
Yeah, I do it in a heartbeat. I just